What's up guys, Jonny May here, and welcome to this week's quick tip where you're going to learn a way and a major in this beautiful contemporary pop style. I'm going to be teaching you all of these notes in these beautiful, luscious, what we call add 2 chords. So C add 2, F add 2. This is not the way most piano players play it. So I'm really excited to teach this to you. I'm going to teach it a beginner way. So if you're a beginner pianist, you're going to have a super simple way of playing it. And then if you're kind of more on the intermediate advanced side, I'm going to show you a couple other tricks that you can use to just make it a little more full sounding. So let's go ahead and get started. All right guys, we got our lessons set up here, and you should be seeing my hands with this beautiful digital light up keyboard. We've got the sheet music up here on the top left, so if you read sheet music, this is a reference for you. But for all of our lessons at pianowithjonny.com, you don't have to be able to read sheet music to learn these styles of piano. But this is a reference for all of you guys who do read piano notation. All right guys, we're just going to dive right into this gorgeous arrangement, talk about how to make this melody just sound very beautiful and very lush. So let's start with the left-hand chords, guys. And we're going to do this beautiful technique in the left hand where you take your first chord, C major, and you do these tenths, okay? It's a tenth interval, and it just makes it sound very rich and very full. So go ahead and play down here with me, and we're going to be down kind of on the bottom of the keyboard. This red dot here is middle C, so this is a reference point for you at your piano. So we're way down here on the low C, and we're going to come up index finger on the G, up to the E, G, E, G. This is our pattern for all of our chords. So I'd make sure you can play this on the first chord, just this open tenth, okay? So that's going to be the first measure, measure number 1. And by the way, guys, this is in 3/4. There are 3 beats per measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and, okay? That's our first chord. Second chord is going to be a C with an E in the bass. This is an inversion of a C chord. So we've got E, we've got C, and we've got G. Just again, a tenth, a beautiful way of playing chords. By the way, if you guys want to know more about, creating these gorgeous chords, especially left-hand accompaniment patterns, we've got a ton of courses at pianowithjonny.com. We've got the 1 chord wonder lesson, we've got the love progression lesson, where I teach you a lot of these chords in a lot more detail, okay? So let's go back here. This is a C2 over E chord. You're going to play it like this, E, C, and G, okay? And we're just going to separate this out just like we just did, okay? E, C, G, C, G, C, okay? Next chord is a beautiful F major chord. You can do the same thing and spread these out. And by the way, guys, you don't have to hold the bottom note because that's really high, so you can let go of the bottom note and then do the pattern on the top, okay? So this is an F major chord, F, C, A, C, A, C. Okay, that's going to be your F major. And then our fourth chord is a C over E again. It's the same notes that we just played, E, C, G, C, G, C. Okay, we're rolling along through this arrangement. Next chord is a G7, sus4. We're going to come down here, basically just outline a G7 chord, G, D, and F. And basically apply the same pattern, G, D, F, D, F, D. Okay, and then we're going to play the same chord again. All right, and then now we're down to this C, same chord we played earlier, C, G, E, G, E, G, and then back to G7. Okay, this is G, D, F, D, F, D, okay? And guys, it gets really easy from here because once you learn each chord, it's very repetitive, meaning anytime you see like a C add 2, it's going to be this down here. If you see a G7, it's going to be this up here. So if you kind of follow along in the arrangement, you look at these chords, it sort of repeats itself. Now you're going to repeat this section, guys. This is a repeat sign here. So you're going to go back to the top and you're going to play the exact same thing. So we've got C, you can play this again. The C, add E, add 2 over E, okay? You guys see what I'm doing? You can let go of that bottom note if you can't reach the top note. Back to F, and then C, add 2 over E. And then we're going to take the second ending, kind of end the tune here. This is the G7 sus4 chord, G, D, F, D, F, D, the same chord we played earlier. C over E, that's going to be this one. Hopefully you're recognizing that. E, C, G, C, G, C, okay? And then a G7, it's the same thing we played earlier, G, D, F, D, F, D. And then we're going to do this little ending, okay? For the ending, C, G, E, G, E, G, C, A, F, A, F. Okay, this is a new position. You got to grab the C below, A, F, A, F, A, and then we're going to end the song with kind of a simple C chord here, C, G, and C. Okay, at the very, very end. If you can reach a 10th at the very end, you can do that. Only if you can reach it. Most pianists cannot reach a 10th interval, but if you can, go for it. If you can't, don't worry. That sounds awesome. So guys, that is the left hand for the arrangement. Make sure you can play that. I would pause the video, practice this. By the way, guys, we have a live workshop going on this month at pianowithjonny.com where I teach my students a more complex arrangement of this song. We do a beginner live workshop, and then we do an intermediate advanced live workshop, and basically I teach my students how to approach this song, how to arrange it, and we just take this arrangement one step further just to make it super awesome, super beautiful. So if you want to participate in the live workshop, you can check out the link below. It is exclusive for our members at pianowithjonny.com. We do these live lessons every single month. So if you want to be part of that, check it out below. All right, guys, so you got the left hand. Let's go ahead, talk about the beautiful right hand. Okay, what we're going to do here is I'm going to teach you to a kind of simple way and then kind of show you a slightly more advanced way of playing it just to make it a little bit more rich and textural. We're going to start with that high G with the pinky, and we come right in on this big C major chord, G, C, and G. Just kind of an open sound, kind of an open. You can roll that chord from the bottom like that. It's a great little approach, okay? And then you're going to come down F, E, that's finger 4 to finger 3, and then we're going to hit this gorgeous, okay, this is a chord they don't teach you in the books. This is a C add 2 over E chord. It is a gorgeous way to harmonize a melody. You put the 2 on the bottom, the D, the 5th of the chord, it's a G, the root here, that's the C, and the E. Really got to spread out for this chord, but it is so worth it because it is so, you know, gorgeous when you play it with the left hand, okay? D, G, C, and E. Okay, it's a 9th interval. That's a 9th from the D to the E. Okay, so we're going to strike this chord, and then you can come down single notes D and C. I go pinky to ring finger. Here I go C, G, C on this chord. Okay, C, G, C. You can roll it like that. Single note B, single note A. And we've got this gorgeous C add 2 over E. This is something most pianists don't play. They play straight major chords like that. But when you add that 2, it gives it this magical sound, okay? Super, super important if you want to play contemporary piano. And again, guys, if you want to learn more about these styles, contemporary music, popular music, how to add beautiful colors to chords, check out our courses at pianowithjonny.com. All right, so let's continue. So after we strike this chord in the right hand, we hit the G by itself. You can use the pinky on that G, and then we go to the next chord, which is a beautiful G7 sus4 chord, okay? Most people play a G7 chord like this, and we love that little tension there, that tension resolution, okay? So it's a C, D, and a G, C, D, and G in the right hand, okay? Okay, you can roll that as well, okay? And then A, G, I use pinky to ring finger. And then we finally resolve there, B, D, and G, okay? You can roll that as well, hop up to the D, B. This is going to be C, D, and A. Basically, it's a C chord with an added 2, okay? We love this added 2 sound in the right hand, okay? C, D, and A. Ring finger on the G, and then you got to jump here. I use the 3rd finger here. Just a little jump there, 3rd finger on the C. And then this beautiful G7 sus4 chord, F, G, and E. Okay, that's going to be the right hand there. And then we come back in with the G and we play the same melody that we just played. Okay, let's play it again. Little roll there, G, C, G, F, E. Beautiful C add 2 over E. D, C. Open 5th, C, G, and C. B, A. Little roll on this chord, C add 2 over E. And now here's where it changes, guys. We're going to take the second ending all the way to the end. So I'd use my thumb on that G. Okay, beautiful G7 sus4 chord. You've got the F and G on the bottom. This is something I love to do when I hit chords. I'll use the same finger to do a little crunch notes, get a little cluster there on the bottom, F and G, C and F. You can roll that one as well. Okay, E, D. Okay, we're back to this C add 2 over E, and hopefully these chords are starting to look familiar to you. This is a huge thing. You know, I love to push this to my students to say, hey, look for patterns in music. Look for repetition, right? You don't have to always learn something new. Just like, hey, it's a C add 2 over E. I know that chord. We just learned it earlier. Okay, D, G, C, and E. D to C, and then C, F, D in the right hand, A, B, and then we end. Okay, beautiful ending. I love this ending. I use it in a lot of my pop and contemporary arrangements. C, D, E, G, C, okay? And then we go C, C, F, G, C. You guys see that? So we're getting these beautiful chords in here. This is a C add 2, and then an F add 2 over C, okay? Top, bottom, take it up, and then top, bottom, F, G, C, and then we end on a beautiful C add 2 chord, D, E, G, and C. All right, guys, so that is the right hand. Just like we did with the left hand, I would walk through the whole arrangement and make sure you can play the right hand. You really have a sense for where these chords go, and you really have memorized it. I really make a big deal to our students at pianowithjonny.com, which we have a huge student community, is guys, you got to memorize this before you can really put the hands together. If you don't have it memorized, then it's just going to be a huge struggle. So make sure both hands are memorized. I also want to let you guys know that our sheet music is downloadable and printable for our members at pianowithjonny.com. We also have smart sheet music, which actually allows you to change the key of this arrangement. So let's say you wanted to play this arrangement in the key of F or the key of G. You can access the smart sheet music as a member at pianowithjonny.com. You click one button and it changes the key for you. So it's really awesome. You can slow the sheet music down. You can loop sections. It's just a great way of learning an arrangement like this. Let's put the hands together, guys. You're doing a great job, okay? Here we go. G is by itself, and then we come right in, 1 and 2, okay? So I roll into the chord, and it comes in before the left hand, like that. You guys see? 1 and 2, and is together, 3 and 1. We got the roll here, comes in before the left hand, like that. See how the E's line up? That's together. That's together. Same thing here, a little roll comes in before the left hand, like that. That's together. That's together. And then there's that beautiful chord. I think my favorite chord in this whole arrangement. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and, you guys getting this? Next chord. 1 is together. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, that comes together, 1 and 2, and is together, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and next part, 1 is together, 1 and 2 and 3 and like next measure, 1 is together. I like the roll there, 1 and 2 and 3. And we're basically going to repeat it back to the top. 1 is together, and 2 and 3, and beautiful, 2 and 3, and 1 is together, and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3. And we take the second ending, 1. Okay, guys, remember this chord? 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. You guys see that? 1 and 2 and 3 is together. 1 and 2 and 3 and in the last 4 measures, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. And then we finally end with this chord, which you can use the normal chord or you can use the 10th in the left hand. All right, great job. Let's take it up a little bit. We're going to go medium tempo here. Okay, fantastic job. I'll count you off. We're not slowing down, and you're doing a great job in this lesson. Here it is, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 2, 3, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. Little second ending. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. We can slow it down here and we can roll that last chord, something I really love to do. All right, guys, so that's kind of the beginner intermediate arrangement. If you want to kick it up a level, you want a little more full chords. I mentioned earlier that you can actually add, these chords when you strike the first chord, away, in, instead of hitting single notes here, you can keep those chord tones underneath the melody. And I'm using the same notes that I did on the first chord. Same thing here, okay? I'm taking this big chord and I'm just keeping those notes underneath the melody. Same thing there, okay? You can keep the G and the C underneath that melody. And this really thickens up the texture, okay? On this guy, I go single notes. You could harmonize it like that. Keep the C and D underneath. 6 there if you wanted to harmonize it, F and D, right, to D and B. Keep the C and D underneath. I'd probably go single note C. You guys see what I'm doing? So this is kind of more intermediate advanced approach is, hey, instead of going single note melodies, you're harmonizing almost all of them. Okay, final portion, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, keep those bottom notes like that, beautiful. Same bottom notes, and then 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so that's kind of more an advanced approach. All right, guys, this concludes this week's quick tip. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Now, if you want to take a deeper dive into this song, check out our live workshop at pianowithjonny.com. This is a live lesson which we do once a month for our members. We're doing a live lesson this month, in the month of November, and we're going to take this song and we're going to talk about how to arrange it for beginner and intermediate players. And we're going to start with the lead sheet, start with the melody, and say, great, how do you add harmony notes to the melody? What harmony notes do you add? What do you do with the left hand? How do you create these beautiful textures underneath? How do you create an intro? How do you create an outro? And then we have an intermediate advanced live workshop where I teach you more advanced harmonic concepts. How do you add even more beautiful colors? We're going to talk about one of my favorite arranging techniques, which I call the rocking technique. And the rocking technique is just a beautiful way of taking this particular song and making that right hand a little more interesting. You're going to learn a lot of these techniques in this live workshop. So if you want to check out the live workshop, go to pianowithjonny.com. I'll put a link for you guys down below, but you can participate in these live workshops. This is exclusive for our members at pianowithjonny.com. And if you want the complete learning experience for the piano, we actually have hundreds of other lessons. Currently, we have over 300 video piano lessons in jazz, blues, boogie-woogie, pop, rock, Latin, swing, improvisation, theory, technique, fundamentals. Guys, we have the full learning platform. We have lessons for beginner, intermediate, and advanced piano players. We have a ton of sheet music, over 150 sheets, which our members get access to. And by the way, our members get unlimited access to all of the video courses, all of the sheet music, which we currently have there. We also do these live events every month. We do a Q&A every single month. We do a live workshop lesson where the students can ask me questions live, and I'll give them my practice or give them practice advice live. And we just have a ton of fun. We do weekly challenges with each other. The students do collaborations. It is just an awesome community. So go check out pianowithjonny.com, and I'll see you in the next course.